So, good morning, everyone, to those in the US, and good afternoon to everyone that's in the UK. Hello there. Thank you for joining me. As I say, the topic is itself. I just wanted to cover over some points. Really, it's more about, as I say, do you remember? And I'll get into it. But as I always like to do at the beginning, is greet the chat. Thank you. Hello there, Crewmel. Good to see you, sir. Hello there, Bambi. Thank you for coming. There he is, the Nutter channel, Mr. Nutter. Good to see you, sir. And Tinu and Vito, thank you for coming. Hello, Gerard. Good to see you, my man. Good stuff. Mr. Adam Cravoisier. Hello there. Good to see you. Mr. Tommy Stiggs, the one and only. Thank you for coming, sir. Joe Delamora. Good to see you, my man. Here we go. Here we go. Marta Fowler. Good to see you. Wherever I missed Delilah. Delilah is here. I'm just trying to find her comment. There you are, Delilah. Thank you for coming. Yeah, so just really wanted to touch on a topic. This is more roundabout social. I suppose it's more of a psychology on how we should behave and how we interpret things. As I say, this is for you folks in the chat. If you want to have input, but I'm going to get right into it. So I'm just going to play a quick clip. You all know the clip. Don't get the wrong idea. It's focusing on the subject, not so much where the clip has been taken from. Okay. So let's get going. Okay. Here we go.
And Tom, remember when we all rented that house down the shore with the bed bugs?
Summer of '78. Carlo, Silvio, Frankie Napoli.
Place up the beach.
Yeah.
Sonny Spence from the Bronx rented it. That's where that hippie kid mysteriously drowned during that party.
Hey, Tone. You okay?
Yeah. You sure, T? You're being kind of quiet.
Well, that's because, remember when is the lowest form of conversation.
Okay, I've had a few people just quickly join the chat. Hello, Angelique. Thank you for coming. Good to see you. Right, that clip there, we all know it's The Sopranos. Okay, as I say, in there you see that Tony dismisses the phrase "remember when" as the lowest form of conversation. Now, this isn't a casual dislike. It obviously highlights Tony's discomfort with the past and its lingering effects for him. So remember when often implies dwelling on experiences that are difficult or painful, particularly those related to criminal activities. So it suggests more of a lack of closure, and reluctance to move forward. Okay. So touching on, really that the standpoint from that is we as human beings, right, we tend to fall into a positive feedback loop of information. So what this basically means is that we retell stories or we fixate on things, that make us and those around us laugh or feel joy. We then live off this feedback loop, assuming it will be the source of life energy, but the continuous repetition ends up sucking the magic out of the true felt moment. Hello there, Co-Train. Good to see you. So, yeah. Now, probably because you can never feel that moment the same again by retelling it, which is one of the main reasons why sometimes it's a bit monotonous. But in as much as that it could be found fond ones do become old, and anything old in the present turns out to be a bit bland. I think that's fair to say. Now, to me, this statement means you should know how to break such loops by creating memories in the present. Now, this means that if you find yourself constantly reliving great or sad moments of your life, it could point to the part of you that feels unfulfilled. Would you say? I think it's fair to say. There we go, Joe Delamora. I've known close friends since I was 4. Our mothers were friends, and we always go back to memory lane. Exactly. So, as I say, you should know how to break such loops. And really, this means that as I say, if you are constantly finding in yourself unfulfilled or stagnant, we should all understand why it isn't a good thing to manifest old feelings or defeat. So I'll focus on why it also isn't a good thing to manifest on old feelings of triumph and all the time. Okay. Now, it's a good thing to be proud of your past achievements. I'd say so. We all want something an achievement that makes us feel fulfilled. But it becomes unfair on yourself when these achievements start making your current efforts towards achieving, or even your future plans of achieving, they make them feel much smaller and less significant than they are. Now, this means that you create a mental block for yourself. Yeah, that disarms you from doing better than what you did yesterday, so to speak. Yeah. And it makes you view the world with heightened pessimism. And the more daunting fact of this is the fact it happens subconsciously. So your habits and thoughts organically adjust through the feeling of pessimism. Sorry. You also end up taking that on who you are rather than focusing on what you are. Also being overly fixated with your past achievements, as I say, by retelling stories. So to give an example, as I say, you can take on a pedestal and make it the reason why you are on or where you are now. And any kind of change to that pedestal arrangement will spell disaster. This is a sign of being uncomfortable with yourself to the point where you forget that everything around you breathes, grows, and moves on from the past as quickly as night and day switch roles over 24 hours. Now, that pedestal only exists in your mind, and the other people don't even care about what you did 10 years ago unless you're still doing something now. Now, I say with confidence because I found myself analyse like things like musical artists based on their old projects and their most recent projects, in as much as I acknowledge the growth from one era to the next. Now, if their most recent project isn't relatively new, then they cannot just lay claim to the podium position in the list of my current favourite artists. Now, the past is the past, and it is good to look back and take stock of your achievements, but as a genuine conversational tool to use with people whom you should be planning on doing more with, it's only a sign that your thought process should be reorganised, realigned, and purified. Don't find yourself feeling like you're holding on to the past like a crutch or a trophy, because that crutch or trophy doesn't even exist in the present. Only you and your present efforts exist, and anything falling outside of that falls out of existence. So let me just catch up. Thank you, Tommy. James, this is incredible content. This is exactly how a show should be done. Well done, sir. Thank you. Now, and into the memory. So goal setting. Now, until you let go of all those memories that make you feel larger than life and in a state of bliss when you're having conversations, your ego will always be the fall guy when none of it is reciprocated how you want it to be. Always keep your ego in check. Always ensure that you understand the reason behind why your ego is the way it is. And always understand the role of your ego in your daily conversations. That is when your past achievements begin to take a different face. A face of, I would improve myself in this way. Now, since that time that got me those limited results. That's always being a self-critic, looking how you can improve yourself. Understand what you are, which is a human being with exponential growth potential, before feeding into who you are, which is informed by your emotions and memories. So let me just take a chance to stop there. Hello there, Cheech. Good to see you. Just want to address a few people. Angelique. Oh, yeah. Remembering happy times is always nice. I make a joke with my husband, gets together with his Marine brothers before we go with hearing the same 4 stories. Yeah, absolutely. But that's how they captivate the moment. They captivate their memory. Thank you, Tommy. Good stuff. Okay. So touching on further now. So let's the benefits of reliving your memories. Okay. Now moments. John and Kendra, good to see you. Glad you just come in. I'll just take that time. Good to see you. There we go. Right. Now, moments, they're big as moments, big as years. Now, that was a phrase that was used by a poet called John Keats. Now, that suggests that some brief experiences are so vivid, right, and powerful that they remain with us all of our life. Now, these moments, they do tend to reflect experiences that are emotionally resonant. Now, in them, we can find both meaning and joy, and they can serve us as long after they occurred, contributing to overall happiness and resilience. They are the gift that keeps on giving. Since childhood, I've had a bedtime ritual that continues to this day. Every night, as my head hits the pillow, I take a moment when I can to retrieve positive memory experiences. And that is more come from my own now, since I have had my problems and I've fallen into those holes, but I'm now obviously full of energy and I'm trying to stay on track, and doing these simple exercises help me. Now, the simple practice never fails to relax me and make me happy over the years. I never thought much about the youthful practice because long ago it became like a sheer reflex, an unconscious habit. So imagine how startled I was while scanning research, and I stumbled upon some events. Okay, so this is when I was reading about this when I was in these times trying to train myself. Now, what it also showed, there was some studies, and it was a fascinating find. Now, it embedded into my life practice that I was sort of acting as a mood enhancer by triggering both greater life satisfaction and joy. So, happiness, boasting, nostalgia. Now, what research showed was that those who intentionally recall and savor positive memories experience a greater enjoyment of life. Those who reminisce and actively engaged in reliving happy experiences reported greater happiness and higher levels of satisfaction than those who did not have an intentional practice. So that's an alarm bell there, as in a positive alarm bell, is in that we know that we have to get out that mindset of thinking negatively. We've got to be positive. As I say, positive breeds positive, negative breeds negative. There's a knock-on effect. It's not a tidal wave. Now, nostalgia, sentimental affection for past events that have happy personal associations, was proving to be a dynamical happiness booster. As I say, nostalgia, it turns out, has the power to boost self-esteem, amplify positive emotions, and even act as a buffer against negative thoughts. Okay, just going to take it. Tommy Stiggs. Okay. Gratitude is very important. Absolutely, Delilah. 100%. Yep. There we go. Having comparable bond they have with each other, and it backs their shared precious moments. 100%, Joe Della. Yep, no problem at all. Thank you, Tommy. That's good. Plenty of energy. That's what it needs. So let's have a look at this. In addition to trumpeting the benefits of reminiscing, the study also explores techniques to inspire reflection. Now, the participants in this study, they were divided into 3 groups, with one group being instructed to spend 10 minutes twice a day to reflect deeply on a positive personal memory. Another group was asked to focus on memories such as photographs, personal objects, and that held sentimental value, while a third group was instructed to relax while contemplating current concerns. Magooch Management, good to see you. Now, the results showed that the 2 groups that focused on positive memories and valued momentous reported greater feelings of positivity than the group that remunerated on problems. Now, these suggest that the intentional reflection of positive life experiences and meaningful objects can be effective on the way to cultivate feelings of greater happiness and positivity. Now, the health benefits of revisiting positive memories extend far beyond temporary jolts of happiness. As I say, it's shown that intentionally recalling happy experiences can help disrupt negative thought patterns. Hold that thought there. Alleviate anxiety and even lower cortisol levels. Now, the practice has been particularly effective more so in young people who are at risk of depression due to stress, and it promotes a more positive self-image. Now, recalling happy events from the past can enhance mental health even in the face of significant stresses. Now, as a result, positive memories can be a powerful antidote to stress by promoting buoyance and resilience. Now, here's the takeaway. Now, we could save a life twice. Yeah? Once in the moment and again by recalling the memory. Now, we routinely make a choice to either focus on positive thoughts that evoke pleasant emotions or focus on negative thoughts that prompt negative emotions. The choice we can make can have profound impact on our overall happiness and even on our ability to bounce back from life's inevitable setbacks and disappointments. Now, if you're not in the habit of calling upon your happy memories, here are the techniques you get started. There we go. Just going to quickly check the chat. Tinu, good to see you, my man. Now, believe it or not, we all know the old way, the old philosophy to help us get to sleep was counting sheep. Count happy memories rather than sheep. Begin a nightly practice that ends each day by culling from your library of memories those joyful experiences that have enriched your life. You'll find this practice will spark both relaxation and joy. Now, remember when? Hey, with your friends. Now, the next time you're with family and friends, engage in the practice of remembering when by revisiting fun experiences that have strengthened your connections. Give an example. My girlfriends and I routinely rehash old stories and inevitable laughter that creates fresh, happy memories. Yeah? Commit your happy times to paper. Now, the value of gratitude practice is well established. Consider keeping a journal and every day jot down a few memories that make you happy. I don't know, recall your child's first birthday or first hearing about a well-deserved promotion. Or an afternoon, sitting on the porch, swing as it rained, even during the most challenging times. You can count down on reflections of happier times to lighten your mood. Sometimes as well, we delve on into old photographs. Think about it. Most photographs are taken when you are and others are smiling, commemorating an occasion, or just celebrating your friendship. Pull out your photos as a way to trigger happy moments that spark joy in the past. Send a note to someone who makes your life better. Get in contact with them. Take a minute to tell an acquaintance, colleague, or friend, my life is better knowing you. It's an act of generosity that enriches both the recipient and the sender. Hey, Tony, Stony Tony, good to see you. Another one as well. Use of prompts. Harness the power of sensory triggers, such as music or scent, to transport yourself to happy moments from the past. A favourite song from your youth has the power to catapult you right back into the sweet time of life. I know the smell of baking bread can rekindle thoughts of home and family. Use the sensory prompts to instantly transport yourself back to a happy time. You know, you could maybe rely on the bottle of, I don't know, your senses of perfumes or anything like that. That sort of remembers and engages your brain and returns you to that treasured moment a long time ago. So, as we say, in short, Put your memories to work. Hold your moments, big as years, close to your mind and heart. And when you reach them, whenever you want to infuse your life with a greater joy. So, here we go. I'm going to take this time now just to get some feedback from the chat. Tomato pie for parties is a 3-generation tradition in family. Ah, good stuff. It was very true. Text each other each week and call them each other. Exactly. This is Angelique. You're talking about your husband and his friends, Marine friends. Okay, interesting. Is Crazy Purple Lady here? Hello there, Crazy. Good to see you. I hope all is well and good. Okay. So just want to get some feedback from yourselves on that. Is there something there that you could re-jog your memory? Is it something there that we've always known, but we just don't really revisit it? Is this hello, Joe Town? Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. All good. As I say, it's 1:30 in the afternoon here, and I'm fresh. Feeling good. And I'm feeling positive. So, question to the chat is, do you like reminiscing in the past? Do you like it when you go down memory lane? Sometimes I do, but obviously going back to the first port of call, early part of the chat, I think that what that's stating is it is okay to go down memory lane, but sometimes some things shouldn't be said. We know that, but we can focus on the positives, because I do believe it's better for our mental health, and it's also at the right time when that conversation comes up. When you've been with your pals and you're out all night, and then you're in someone's kitchen till 6 a.m, and all they're going about is, do you remember when? Well, those of you know what I'm talking about. That's not a great time. But when you haven't seen someone for a long time, you can rekindle that. Delilah, okay, you've had the same group of girlfriends over 40 years. We get together in little groups quite often, and the whole group gets together once a year. Exactly. You could do that. You can just then touch base because you don't see each other that often. But you've got to have a variety of conversation. Here we go. Yeah, I do at times at the chat. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yeah, because there's lots of great things back there. We know. And also as well, that we live in changing times as well. Whereas what the society or the community that we had when we were all younger, we may look at that and compare it to now, and it's not that great. So you're getting hold of those. I think Team Do and Tommy have touched on this before. I know that they especially Tommy, he loves his neighbourhood. He knows everyone where he grew up in, and he wouldn't swap any of those memories for the past. But he knows as well that he's also mentioned, and Tommy will verify this, that if the social media was probably around and all this technology, that they probably wouldn't have made all those memories or had all those photos. So it's a change in time. It's a landslide, So we need to be grateful for what we've had in the past and share it with each other. So I know I'm going to do this as well. I will drop this just in case anyone does want to join me, share and reflect. Absolutely, Cheech. Those good memories and experiences is what helps you build you as a person, correct? It's all the same, but working hard to achieve something that brings the best out of you. That's a good comment, Cheech. Also, as well, if you did something wrong, you learn from it. That's another important thing about the past. But the important thing is it's in a constructive way. Don't use it to beat yourself up. You've got to be positive. Stony Tony, funny how you say it. Most of the So I have posted the link if anyone wants to jump up and just add, and maybe there's something that they want to share. but I'm happy as well just to take comments on something that they want to do. Hello, Paulie. Good to see you, my friend. Hope all is well and good. Good. I don't know how much of this you've caught, but as I say, we were just touching on: is it a good thing to bring up the past with friends, family, and talk about things? Hence the reason I do understand it depends what it is, but sometimes it's okay to go down memory lane. That's my analysis on it. Here we go. When you go, Stoney, when you go out with a guy with your husband and you need to RSVP the whole restaurant. Yeah, absolutely. Joe Delamora. But you can't take Portugal out your husband, right? No worries. No, okay, Paulie. So I hope there that I've just given you all an insight. And if it wasn't going to be a long life, but I just wanted to get this one out there in the domain. Here we go. And just catch up with some of the comments. There we go. Angelique, growing up, I was never one who had a large group of friends. Doesn't matter, Angelique. At the end of the day, as time goes on, this is my personal experience. You could know lots of people, but very true few ones will be there at the end. Hello, Mr. Patrick Ortega. Thank you for coming. Absolutely. There's this large group of friends thing is, I find it a bit mythical. Maybe someone wants to challenge me on that and say otherwise, but the reality is, as you get older, there's very few left. The only people you care about is your friends and your family. Is Murph 100% Stony Tony? Another great comment. 100%. As I said before, I give the analogy, right? The way where people, when you have friends, we all know, when the space shuttle takes off, right? And that shuttle is launched, and as it goes, parts of it start to fall away. And you know what goes through the atmosphere at the end? That very last bit at the top. That's your friends come the end of your life. Because the reality is everything just falls away. And that's the way I like to look at it. That's my analogy of it. So I don't know if anyone shares that same sentiment as me. They may look at it different, but that's how I see things. Here we go. Delilah. It wasn't till I went to college and I met these women, I would say some of us are closer than others. We have little subgroups. Okie doke, yeah. That's all good. We get plenty of acquaintances. Oh, hello. Hello,
Great
Mr.
job, my man. Very nicely done. Good, you?
Yeah, not too bad. Oh, yes, we got Tindu as well.
This was great. You did a good job, man. This is awesome. I see a huge change. Wow. Very nicely done. Only thing I would recommend, if you're reading off the monitor, do like I do. Tell the people, guys, look, I'm reading off the monitor. I'm reading notes.
Yeah.
You don't want to look like you're trying to be perfect. You follow me?
Yeah, absolutely.
See, here's the thing with me. I was listening and not looking. And it was you kept me entertained the whole time. So very good. Nice work.
Thank you. Oh, as I say, I've got energy at the moment.
I see this.
Because I try and push it back as far as I can, because I'm mostly in the US. So if I stick it on at 10 p.m., I'm blasted by that day at that time in the evening. And I thought, do you know what? I'll just do it because it's a bank holiday here today.
He must have had some Tim Hortons. He's really up today.
He's ready to go, James. Yes.
This is crazy, right? Oh my God.
Thank you, Mike F. How you doing, Tindu? You all good, my man?
Yes. Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Yeah,
doing
happy
great.
Memorial Day to everyone.
Yes, doing my shopping. Had to get a couple things. Been busy.
Nice.
So, yeah, just getting my shit together today. I'm going to go live later. Do a little
I'll
live.
be in there for that.
Beautiful.
So it'll all be good. I'll just
Yeah,
look out
yeah.
at this. So, Tommy, you like the high energy then? It's got to be about the high energy.
Well, the high energy is one thing. The sticking to the topic, getting all those points out that you wanted to get out, that's the key for you.
Yeah.
And you were prepared and did it. Yeah. Go ahead,
Good
Dean.
stuff.
You had a couple good points today I'm going to hit on, Tommy.
Okay.
Now, like, number one, we were talking the other day and James brought up about friends. Yes.
Yeah.
Reality, family and reality comes first. Everybody's got to understand that on this YouTube. And like yesterday, all my high energy, the kids took it all. I couldn't do
Beautiful.
nothing. I'm
Okay.
exhausted. But, and that's where I was going with the me, myself, and I.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't towards us. When I talk on here, it ain't towards our YouTube people, nothing like that. It's generally for the 90% of the rest of the morons there, in case they're listening and all that.
Wait, hold on, Dean. Was this our group chat or was this live? Oh, that was live yesterday.
It was on your show the other day.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember now. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so I mean, everybody's got to take that for granted. Now, I want to hit off on what is our meaning of a social club and what we mean and do with that. You have to remember 95% of the people, Tommy, have never even been near a social club. They don't even know what it is. Oh, yeah,
Right.
They know what it is from the movies and what people tell them. They've never been in one. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's so when we bring that atmosphere here, people don't even know what the hell's going on. You know, they think these guys come up. We said it for 4 years. We dropped the link. This is a club. You come in here. We could handle 20 subjects at one time. We could talk to the people. That's why we do it, to talk to the people in our chat, our friends.
100%.
That's why we come up on YouTube. I'm not here to, I'm not here to network anymore. I'm not here to, I am, but I ain't. You know what I mean? So I don't have
the
time
environment first. It's the space first, and if other things come with it, you go into the space. We're not selling the space. People find the space, they come in. Once they're here, they enjoy it. But as far as like you said, still networking. I know.
Absolutely. I mean, because of now that I've been
things
involved,
and how you doing it, like our live chats, our chats, and preferably everybody would like to do that. You know how many people would love to do that? Just go and press live and have people come there.
Exactly.
I mean, that's huge. That's huge. People start a show, they see 1, 2, 3 people, they're turned off. They're depressed right off the bat.
You're right.
Are you kidding me?
This is true. If I would have done that, I would have quit a long time ago. You're right.
It's all about the numbers and what they're doing. Then they get into the, oh my God, nobody's watching me. Right away, they fall to pieces, these people.
Yeah.
So you got to give up. You got to build it first, folks. You got to build it. The people will come eventually. That's it. That's, so. And again, with the friends, you'll see who your friend. I mean, you're not going to get too many friends. Listen, we're blessed over here. I mean, we just don't realize that. Everybody's always backpedaling and defending themselves, but we're blessed over here with the people we have and how we do it. So,
because you don't have to do that,
right? Because we already know what we want to do to boot. So, I mean. Go ahead.
You've got the community. This is like the first time that you've had people that come, like Adam and Brian came to see you. I don't know any other. I'm sure there are, but I don't know of any communities that get people visit each other.
James, you just said it. That was the last thing on my Deebu's mind was I'm meeting people in person. You got to be kidding me.
No.
When I first came on the internet, they told me not even to send $1. Don't even talk to nobody. I was like, don't worry, Bindu could handle this. I wasn't born. I might have been born last night, but not yesterday. Well, but
Well, because in that
you know,
space, it's so
right,
ugly.
right. Because I didn't know. I just started on the internet. They were warning me. I understand, but yeah, I mean, it's all that up here. So
Yeah, let's not get it wrong. It also depends what rooms you go into and that. Why you wouldn't give
Yes,
information or
exactly,
donate.
exactly.
Yeah, as I say, if you're gonna lay down with dogs, you get fleas.
right.
you
Well,
go.
that's another thing that falls under me, myself, and I. I don't want to go nowhere. You guys know where I go. That's
Right
all
here.
I need to know. That's all I
Yeah, you
care
go right
about.
here.
You guys know where I
Yeah.
go. I don't want
go
no
right here.
drama. I don't want no fighting. I don't want no bullshit. So, and like you said, James, you can walk into them and get fleas.
Exactly, and you know that they're not serious by some of the content. If their content is constantly bashing people, then
Yes.
that tells you all you need to know. And if that you get off on that, stay there. But not me. I want to get to know people, understand, improve myself by meeting people. That's why I go holidaying here, there, and everywhere to get myself cultured.
Yes. Yeah. Well, like Mike F said, see, too, Mike, I'd like to put it out for the public and
Sorry,
for
I
our
can't see you guys,
people.
but I'm in the chat. I can't-
Absolutely.
Sorry,
Like
chat
I
guys,
said
I
from
can't
day
see your
one,
comment.
if I didn't love you, I wouldn't talk about you. I wouldn't even be bothered with you. And that's why a lot of people love to come to our chats and our channels because
That's all.
we're innocent, fun. We make fun of each other. We talk about each other, but it's all in love. We love each other. That's why we do that. I'm not going to go nowhere else and expect the same treatment and expect to be deemed to if I go somewhere new or this or that. So I just place myself where I've been here and I have people come here to us.
Yeah,
That's all. That's all you can do.
Well done. Well done.
Yeah.
I know that Tommy, we're gonna see you on the move, aren't we, down in Florida in the near
Yeah,
future?
of course. That's what we do.
Absolutely, that'll be good to see. And then you've also, I don't know, I know Tindu that you were talking about going over to Massachusetts at one point.
Yep.
I don't know if that's still on the cards.
Yeah, I want to do it. I'm going to do it. I just got to find some time here in between. So
We've got hello there, ALV. Good to see you, my man.
Good morning or good afternoon to you, James.
You sound good. You sound good. You got a mic on, AOV? Is this your phone?
No, it's my phone.
Wow, it's
sounds
crazy.
good.
Crystal clear. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
It
What's
is.
happening?
It does
What's
sound
going
good.
on?
I just did a live ALV talk. It was about the topic was, do you remember when? And that's rekindling and bringing up the past and how we can see it. It could be a very good thing, and obviously in certain circumstances it can't be great. But generally, what I think the consensus is, it's a good thing to relive the past and bring up memories just to help our mental health.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I think it's a fun and entertaining thing to do, to remember when.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
Exactly.
But you made a good observation. He made a great observation about Tony Soprano, which I didn't see, is that he's battling the past. That's why he doesn't want to talk about it. Very interesting the way you said that, James, and the way you picked that up.
Yeah. I mean, you generally get the feeling from it. Hello, Dave T. Good to see you, my man. He does look at Paulie thinking it is sort of loose lips sink ships. But yeah, when you actually look at the psychology of it all, he's growing up with his relationship with his mother that actually just doesn't want to be there. He doesn't want to hear the old stories.
God, it's so interesting because the interpretation of people are so different in every situation.
Yep.
Wow. That's crazy.
James, I like the way you have this screen set up where it's 4 blocks like that. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, to be quite honest, ALV, I've kind of just just stumbled it on fluke.
Yeah.
I didn't plan it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
just come
It's
up
right
like
there,
that.
AOV. I think it's in the bottom of our thing
Mm-hmm.
where you can see
Yeah.
the 4.
Okay.
Next time you do it,
Mm-hmm.
you should be able to see it. They add more options on the bottom there.
Yeah, it's good. That's what Tadu needs to do as well. Take a time just to play around with it. And
Yeah.
I set up like a test studio, and I'll go in, and then you can start playing around with the buttons. You're not live, but you're in it's like a recording.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
do
I
the
gotta
background.
find that room.
Yeah.
I have one show that's always set up as test, and that's
Yeah.
where I check my camera, my microphone, and if I talk to these guys offline, we go in that test room that I have, and I'll call Team Do or ALV or whatever, and just jump on, and that I just always have that going there. It doesn't record or anything. It's just a
Right.
conversation space. And
Mm-hmm.
you remember when you guys have been in there, right? I set that up and I leave it there.
Yes. Yep. So, Thindu, I heard you bought out the whole flea market the other day.
Oh, I went nuts. Salad ass. That was it. When he brought me there. And you know the best part? I mean, 4 or 5 stands were open, and we
Mhm.
buried ourselves in those stands. You know what I mean? They had
Yeah.
a ton of pools. The one stand was so big inside, we had a field day in there, with the guys. So,
Cool.
yeah, and I knew everybody. It's just like I haven't been there in 3 years. I've seen
Mhm.
these people for 20, 30 years, from the old flea market. Now they're here. So, but yeah, there was a lot of people from the old flea market there selling. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Yeah. He had fun. It was so funny because I felt like I was with Hopalong Cassidy.
Oh my god!
Oh boy.
Twice I left him. I'm like, "Where's Todd Father?" Will you fucking wait up for me? I'm like, "Oh, I lost it."
That's great.
Especially
Wow.
when you see something you like, you're like, "Come on, catch up, will you? Look at this." Oh,
Unreal.
but he loved that junk. He loves that junk.
Have you got much? Anyone doing anything for Memorial Day or?
Me
Oh,
just hanging. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting
Sure.
here watching World War II movies. That's what I usually do.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Listen, them kids wore me out. I had 3 babies, 12, 13, and 14 months old. And then I had 3 monsters, maniacs. I am totally worn out over here. Okay.
What other kids did you have over?
Well, yesterday, it was like her side of the family birthday party for Enzo.
Oh, okay.
So I had nieces and nephews. I had like 3 newborns, like I said,
Yeah.
a year. Then the other ones were like 8, 9, and 10. And they were just tearing everything up.
Oh, they
and I
gotta
was
be
beating
wild.
them up.
At that age,
They
they're
were
wild.
fucking nuts, you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They were beating the tree with the baseball bat. I had to go give a beating out and everything. Are you kidding me with these kids? But no, it was great. It was great. Lot of pressure, but what are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Then the cooking, then we ate. So today I'll see what's going on, and that's it. Play it mellow.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
James, do they have a holiday for war losses like we do in England?
Well, but we don't have a holiday, but the reason, obviously, hence the reason why I'm doing a live at this time is because it is bank holiday here today.
Oh,
Bank
okay.
holiday. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've got the Monday off. So I know you have your bank holidays for things like, is it Labor Day and things like that? I understand. Is that right?
Yeah.
So we have 2 in May, actually. Funny enough, we have the first Monday off and the last Monday off of the month. Now we don't have another one until the last Monday of August, and then after that is Christmas.
Okay.
Stoney, I'm shooting towards 2:30 today. I gotta just wait a second and see.
I'll be about, yeah. See, that's a nice time for me, Team Do, because that's 7:30
Yeah.
in the evening for me.
Right. So I like going on a little earlier anyways on the weekend or days off. So
Yeah. Then you get it out of the way, and then you could get to bed once you've had your dinner.
yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
Joe Della says Armistice Day. Yeah, that's our Veterans Day. It was
Right.
We turned Armistice Day
Oh.
into Veterans Day.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Yeah, we do the 11th, the 11th of the 11th, and then we do like a minute silence on that day.
Mm-hmm.
11th hour, 11th minute.
Delilah, don't start. You better be there. Stoney, you got it.
Okay.
Very nice. Good show.
Yes.
Excellent. Good stuff.
Excellent.
See, that's nice. I have a chance. It's morning. Vito was with my daughter. So I went shopping. I said, let me go on the live with James today. See, we
That's great.
find,
I'm glad you'll come
we
up.
find time. We find time for each other. So that's what counts.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised that I got quite. I'm thanking everyone that come in the chat. The amount of people that came in the chat, I assumed there must have been a bank holiday in the US.
It's about the timing.
Yeah,
It's a
timing.
holiday, and there's people around. They're hanging around and doing things around the house and whatever.
It just goes to show, Tommy, if you wanted to, I know you've stayed on longer anyway, but you mainly do it on the weekends. But there's also room for manoeuvre as well. I know you fit it down to your work schedule, but
No, I'm just it fits in. I'm not, I got other things to do, so the show just fits in. Now I got other things to get.
Right. See, that's what I was talking about then. We network for each other.
Yeah.
See, we come on each other's shows. We said we're going to go live later. We tell each other, so at least we know that we're going live later. That's how I work my end of it. So
I
really
proved
don't.
You're right. I proved it, James, that if I go on at 8 on the weekend, I'm going to load up. But it doesn't fit, so I'm not going to do it just for those numbers. You follow me?
There you go.
Your work priority is more important than your YouTube at the end of the day.
It's important, but it's just I'm not going to advance an hour just because I know I'm going to get different numbers. I won't.
No, but sometimes it's nice to experiment to get an idea of what's out there, though. It's good, isn't it?
And I've done it. So I said I've done
You
it.
got to remember, if we don't recap for each other, nobody's going to recap our shows. I've said that since day one. Okay? If we don't talk about each other's shows, what went on, okay, like Dean do. Wow, Dean do. Why do you tell everybody what, a lot of these good things on their show? Because I say this stuff on their shows so everybody listening could say, wow, he's got good stuff for later on. Let's go there later on.
Right. Again, remember when?
Yes. I mean, you can't say, I'm going to hold all my marbles in my basket for my show, because some of them people might not be there or want to go there, but now you have topics that you're going to throw out there finally, and they want to be part of it. So
it's like it's something funny that happens in Tommy's show, for instance. It's always nice to bring it up and everyone can have a little chuckle in your show.
And you add to it.
Exactly.
You just add to it. Yeah.
At least we have the material available. We know what's going on. Like we make shorts of each other. We do this. We do that. At least we have the evidence there, the funny stuff and the good stuff. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they know what they're going to get when they come over to this little group, this little area. How many people tell Dean do? Oh my God! At first they thought I was going after Tommy. I was starting fights with Tommy. I wanted to bury Tommy. I wanted to do.
Jerk off.
Don't you guys watch my show? I mean, you can't tell the comparison of going after somebody and loving somebody, and they can't get the difference.
Yeah. Absolute jerk off.
Well, there he goes. There he goes. That's why I ignore it all. I don't go nowhere.
But at first glance, you could come in and say, "Oh, fuck, what the hell's going on here? This doesn't look
Yeah.
good." And then once you see us all laugh, and you're like, "All right, this fucking just crazy guy." That's it.
Well, you know
Yeah, but
what?
we
They
don't
got
have
two
random
things.
people coming in. The people that come in know what we're doing. You know.
Yeah,
We
no,
don't-
Yes.
for the most part, absolutely. For the most
Yeah.
part, sure.
Well, there's two major weapons, you know, when you come into a show on the internet or somebody's show: hearing and seeing. Hear the people talk, view what they're saying in the chat.
Yeah.
That's what they do. That's what trolls love to do. They see what's going on to start trouble. You know, with our shows, you can't make it. You can't make the difference of it right away. You know,
Mhm.
the way we laugh and
If
the
you
way
first
we
come in,
talk.
you mean?
Right.
Yeah, I know. It's true. Oh my
When you
God.
first come in, you
Boy.
think it's a friggin' bull cage. Everybody's going at each other, talking about each other, but it's just what we do at a social club every day. Everybody is at stake. Everybody will get talked about. Everybody gets treated the same way, you know.
Mhm.
And as far as new people, you know, you just can't come in here and think you have, you know, status quo around here. You know, there's a pecking order around here. You know what I mean?
It's like
Yep.
entering any new circle that you it takes time, doesn't it?
Yes.
People
Yeah,
work
but once
you
they
out, you work people out.
once they get the vibe, they're right in it.
Yeah,
Once they
Yep.
feel the vibe, they're right in it.
Sure.
And they're like, "What the hell did we find here? This is great." Yeah.
Right.
no, I never thought I'd be. I never thought that I'd be on YouTube and have it as like it's kind of an extended little part of my life. And I'm not saying I have. It's important that we all have our family life, our social life, in there. But then there's just this extra little bit that a lot of people, like myself included, never knew it existed, but it does.
Right.
Interesting. Wow.
4 years ago, 4 years ago, I didn't even know what a live chat, live stream. I didn't even know any of this. So
Oh,
Now you
absolutely.
know.
Now I know.
You do.
now I know. Nigga, do I know?
And as we were discussing the other day on Tom Father's show, now when you're going to be winding down a little bit with work, you're going to do those little quick fix, easy fixes.
Yeah. Yep.
Mhm.
Some
I was
of us-
just watching a movie that you probably would like. It's called Go for Broke, and it's about the 442nd, which was an entire Japanese battalion that fought for the Americans in World War II. They were all
okay.
they were all from internment camps. They all volunteered, all volunteers. While their families were in internment camps, they all volunteered to go fight the Germans. It's a good movie. It's from 1951.
Yeah. I'll check out. See if could you get it on YouTube?
I don't know. I was just happened to stumble on it. I just stumbled
Oh,
on it. It
okay.
was on TV. I don't know. It probably is. It's old enough to be on YouTube.
Okay. I'll check it out. They
Everything's
have
on the
everything else.
Yeah.
Joe Town Jack, thank you. I know Joe Town. Everybody loves that.
Yeah.
Everything except The Godfather is on YouTube. You will not
There you
find
go.
The Godfather movie on YouTube.
That's right. Even though Osada would not watch it.
Osada. First of all, Osada don't have the brain span or the patience level to watch The Godfather. Okay, he has no fucking clue what it even means.
Oh my God.
Where is he? Where is that strawberry today?
He's sleeping. It's fucking 3 a.m. over there.
Oh, he's usually up. He's like Dracula over there.
He doesn't
Tell you.
sleep. He does
He
not
don't
sleep.
sleep.
On work days, he doesn't sleep.
I've just heard a peep. Let's have a look. Who's that? Ah, Osada.
There you
There he
go.
is.
I heard
at
my
that.
He
name.
appears like the devil.
Look at this. Huh?
There he
Yeah,
You
is.
bring up the Godfather around me, you don't expect me to come up
That is funny, huh?
here.
There was
That's
lurking.
great. That
He
is
was
good.
in the bushes, this guy.
Yeah. I couldn't see the chat. You weren't in the chat, you?
No.
I wasn't in this yet.
Oh,
guys-
were you? I didn't see you.
No, I wasn't. I didn't say
Oh.
anything yet. I was
Oh, he
just-
was. As the Indians just said in the bush.
Gotcha.
What's your plan for the day of cider? Are you at it again? You out
Oh,
selling?
I was thinking about it, but it's raining a little bit this morning, and I'm just exhausted. So I'm taking the day off. So I can't do it again today.
That's what I said.
Week. Yeah. So, and
Hello,
it's going to be
sweet
hot
tea.
next week, so I got to prepare for next week.
There you go.
We finally got a sunny day here today. Finally.
Beautiful.
Yeah, here too.
Beautiful day. Gorgeous.
Here too. Oh, I'm waiting for the grass. I want the grass to dry up a little more. Yeah.
Yeah. You have the day off, then you're going to have like your own bank holiday at the side of then today. You going to do anything for Memorial?
Who? Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna take my daughter and granddaughter out to lunch. But what ALV said is so true. You know, my stepdad was born in a Japanese internment camp in 1945. Yeah. And he had an older brother, two older brothers. You know, he was the youngest of 9 kids, and he had 2 brothers that went straight from the internment camp to the war. They volunteered.
Hello, Donna's doing it. Good to
Yeah,
see
they
you.
must have been in the 442 because that's where all the Japanese Americans fought in that one battalion, the 442.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't know too much about it. It's something that they didn't talk about at all.
Well,
So,
most people do not. If you knew that, like I knew my grandfather and my great uncle, and like they never spoke about World War II, never ever spoke about it.
Wow.
yeah, it was
Right.
crazy. They rounded up my stepdad. They rounded up the whole family. They lost their jobs, their houses, everything. Took them to what was a fairground, turned that into a camp, and then they shipped some of them off to California and some of them to Idaho, where like the main internment camps were at.
Right.
And yeah, that's pretty much all.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, weren't most of them in Arizona? That's where most of them were, right? Internment camps.
Oh, I don't know.
You know, a lot of World War II and a lot of Vietnam veterans never talked because of them camps and everything
Yeah,
else
yeah.
they were involved in.
Makes sense.
Well, it was
Yeah.
it's a terrible experience to be in and go through. Like most people did not want to talk about it. I don't
I'll tell
blame
you
them.
what.
Don't blame
Did you ever watch? I'm going to give you guys all a good movie. I mean, it's a hard to understand movie in a way, but it's a long movie about Vietnam. Watch The Deer Hunter with Robert De Niro and Christopher Walken. Great movie right there. You might have to
that is a
watch
great
it
movie.
2, 3.
I've
might have
never
to
been
watch
able
it
to
2,
sit through
3
the whole
times.
thing. Quite frankly, I've never been able to sit through the whole thing. I don't know
Let
why.
me tell you something, ALV. I did. It's great. It's great. You got to sit there and watch it.
I don't
Why?
see how.
AOV disturbing or just not?
Yes, it is disturbing.
What? Oh,
It is
disturbing.
disturbing.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's psychologically disturbing. Is what it is.
Yeah.
Really?
You got to have a strong mind to watch that movie in full and understand it. You do.
Wow. Interesting.
Here we go.
Nice.
And enter Todd Father.
Oh, there he is.
Oh
Right.
boy, here we go.
I figured I would bring
There
a
goes the
younger.
show.
I figured I'd have to come and help James because everybody's old on this panel.
Shut
Younger
up.
man. The youngest one with the oldest body parts, all broken down.
That is very true. I'm not gonna lie. Even Thindu could walk right.
Well, Todd Father, your microphone sounds good, right? ALV's.
You all
I'm on
sound good.
I'm on my phone.
Ah,
See? Apple pretty good, I guess,
It's
huh?
that Apple phone.
It's the
Fuck
Apple
you,
phone.
Mr. Apple. Wow, it worked good.
I'd personally rather just have his voice muffled myself, but whatever.
We know. We know the story over there.
It's
God,
actually
you cutting the
nice.
grass today like Dean do?
My son will be cutting the grass today, like
Beautiful.
Thindu.
Good.
I
Send him
can't.
over to
I'm
Angel.
done. I can't do it. I can't do that shit no more. I can't.
Angel, can he really not walk?
No, I could walk. What are you talking about?
No, him, Todd.
Yeah, he
Hello,
walks like
Hitler.
a 90-year-old man with a cane. He's good.
I literally had a cane walking with Thindu out the other day.
Wow.
I'm not.
What are you gonna do?
I'm not messing.
I,
I'm not messing around.
I
You gotta
slow
go to
down
one.
and I walk with them. What am I gonna do?
You got to pull this off. You got to try to go to one formal black tie event, dressed in black and white with a tie. You look like a boss. You got to try it.
What with the cane?
With the cane and
And a
suit,
top hat.
and top hat,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
I got a wedding coming Saturday, so maybe.
You know what
There
you
you
could
go.
do? You could do the fat Tony Salerno with the cane. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. But in all honesty, I was telling Thindu, I'm like, I don't even think this helps. Like,
Cane?
yeah, I don't even think it does anything. So I'll just
It's just
hop over.
security. Probably just
Yeah.
mental security.
It's just a weapon right now.
Weapon.
As long as it's not a walker, we're okay. No walker, right? We're good with no walker?
Not yet.
Just cane. All right.
You got to get one of those canes that's a sword. You pull the sword out of it. You ever see them?
Yeah, I got one of them.
Oh, you do? Of course you do. Of course you do.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Any normal person has these in their house.
Yeah. Got a samurai
Shut
cane.
up.
It's in every household.
Get an asshole.
Uh,
Just in case I gotta go out, you know. I mean, my back is out too over here.
oh man, I'm crippled.
I just turned on the chat now. Hey, everybody. How are you?
Yeah, I can't.
I went to sleep about midnight, and then I woke up to my dog doing the circles in our bedroom.
Beautiful.
So the circles means he's gonna,
Of
dump.
course.
Or dump.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And to fucking take him out at 4 a.m. And yeah, I don't know. I haven't really fell asleep since, to be honest. My wife's in there snoring right now. She wants to get the lawn cut and get mulch and some flowers and whatever. So
There you go.
put the son to work today. I'll be supervising.
I'm sure he'll be happy about that.
She told him about it yesterday. And he wants to help for now. Let me tell you something. I drove with my son for the first time yesterday. He's on his permit.
Oh, the hard hat.
I haven't been that freaking scared in so long. I'm telling you, I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. Oh my god.
Well,
Oh
you
my God.
never drove with my daughter when she was learning. That was
Holy
an
God.
experience. That was a life-threatening experience.
Oh, I got out. I kissed the ground. I seen the heavens come from the sky. Like it was, it was crazy. He's telling me. He's like, oh, I've driven with mom a couple times now, and all I need to do is learn how to parallel park. I'm like, oh yeah. I said, we'll see. So we drove to our relative's house yesterday, and I got whiplash. I got seasick. I got fucking everything above.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm swearing on your show, James. My bad.
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't mind.
I don't even know I do it half the time.
See? That's right.
Yeah, no swearing, no cussing, please.
Shut up, ALV.
I forget.
No
to-
cussing around here.
Well, it's his show. I mean, I refrain myself on your show, ALV. Not
Yeah, you can do it if you want to. You do it on my show.
not so much Tommy's and well, whenever I go on Tommy's show like once every 4 years. So
Blah, blah, blah. Shut up.
and then but the
Yeah.
Hindu show I usually let loose until his mom or his wife yells at me. So
Yeah, jerk.
oh, I know, because you never came in all nuts on my show ever.
I never swore on your show.
Ever.
I never swore on your show.
Oh my God. You
Can
got-
anybody help me here?
No, you just talked about balls on chins or whatever you did that time.
Yeah.
Oh, my ball's on his chin. Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see, James, what happened to your clean show, James? We destroyed it.
Okay, I knew it was going to be a show of two halves anyway. I'll get the topic out, the first part, and then we have the panel But don't worry about
There you
it.
go.
Sorry.
You're good.
Tommy's
you guys
got a dry snitch, everybody.
What are you guys doing today? Hey?
Look at that, Todd Father. Mike F's putting you in your place. He said, no one cares.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go.
All right.
Tell him, Mike F.
Mike F,
Oh,
maybe
man.
one of these days I'm going to respond with a 9-page novel to that comment.
Oh my
I don't know.
god.
Maybe if I'm bored
yeah.
later, I will.
These comments are great. Stop. The best.
Whose show are we on, James or Todd Father? Since he got here, he hasn't shut. You don't shut up.
Well, the difference
People on
is
the panel. He does
well,
all
hang
the
on.
fucking talking.
Wow, this guy really settled in now.
People
The
on
Holy
difference
panel,
is,
it's James'
Osada,
show,
is
but he
that
does
me
all
and
the
James
talking.
have a show. You don't.
That's
See,
fair.
did you have coffee, Todd?
No. No.
you
No
did-
coffee.
Did you have your mushroom coffee, you?
No
Osada?
stimulants. No stimulants yet this
Oh,
morning.
hey, I had a lady put me in my place at the farmer's market on Saturday. I was telling her about all my supplements, and she goes, I hate to tell you this, son. She goes, if you don't eat right, she goes, none of the supplements are going to do you any good. She goes,
Boom.
first of all, she goes, you need to lay off that caffeine. She just laid it down to me. I ended up buying some lotion
Wow.
from her, and I walked away with my head down. Like, wow.
You buy some lotion? Is that what you just said? Lotion?
Yeah, it's like for healing and recovery. It's got some magnesium in it.
This
Okay.
woman was concerned about caffeine, but she was fine with you drinking dish detergent or whatever you drink over there.
Well, I didn't tell her about the methylene blue.
Oh, okay.
But no, her skin looked good. She was real energetic, and she just looked really healthy. She knew what she was talking about. She's like, you got to lay off of nuts. She said nuts are really bad for you. High fat. I can't remember. I'm gonna go back and talk to her on Saturday. But
Osada, maybe you should bring her on your show. Oh wait.
Oh man.
I was holding a big jumbo Thai coffee, as she was telling me I need to lay off the caffeine.
So what made you hold back on mentioning the methanol blue? Just out of curiosity.
Methanol. The methanol.
Oh, I didn't even have.
Methanol.
I didn't mention any of the
methanol
supplements I took. She didn't even care what I was taking. She just told me straight up, like, you got to worry about your diet first before you worry about stuff.
What physique did this woman have by chance?
She looked great. I mean, she was very slender. Just like I said, her skin looked good. She knew what she was talking.
She probably went home and ate about 50 chicken wings and had a 40 ounce of beer.
Why didn't you get her number?
Well, I'm thinking about it. I'm actually thinking about it. I don't know if she's single or not. So, but there's another chick that I liked called the Eclectic Witch that made a charcuterie board.
God.
I don't want to. I gotta be careful. See what's
the
market
Eclectic
up. Yeah, I just got it. So.
The Eclectic Witch. Oh my
Is that a YouTube channel name?
Look her up if you can find her.
She's gonna.
She follows me on Facebook. She is fine as hell. This blonde chick.
Look her up.
She sounds like she would destroy you, Osada.
You look her up. That's
destroy
going to
you,
be
that
some
woman.
algorithm change. I'm not looking her up.
Well, that's why I haven't even attempted to even talk to her like that, ALV, because she will, especially somebody who's a witch.
She will destroy you, Osada. Stay away. Stay away.
I talked to her Saturday, and it was like she was just. She's one of those women that just stares right through you when she's talking to you. You know what I mean? Like she's just, yeah. So.
Oh boy.
Hanging with witches now.
But if you guys look her up, the Eclectic Witch.
Methylene blue and witches.
Well,
could be a fatal attraction moment.
The cutting board that I made me, the charcuterie board, it's a Ouija board, and the thing that you cut the cheese with is the little.
Oh my lord!
It's badass. That's what I started talking to her about Saturday. I was like, "Hey, you're the lady who made those Ouija board cutting boards." I was like, "I love that thing. I'm never going to use it." She's like, "Oh yeah, I get that all the time." Blah blah blah.
Wow.
You could be. Osada, you could be the chocolate warlock. How about that? You're gonna have that.
Yeah, I need to get out of that tent and into my mobile chocolate factory. Then
or the chocolate wizard, something like that. Chocolate wizard.
There you go. And just one more side note. I told Todd Father to take St. Due to a farmer's market, not a freaking swap meet.
It was both, dummy. It was both.
Where they going to? That's not a farmer's market. A farmer's market is where you get fresh produce and honey and fucking the biggest donut. These guys are fucking looking at Tommy
Yeah.
trucks and shit from 1933. What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
That's not a
dummy.
farmer's market.
Can I have the floor for a second, please?
Yeah, dummy.
Osada, where have I worked for the last 4.5 years?
At a produce.
At a produce wholesaler, right?
Yeah.
Where do you think all these fresh farmers markets get all their produce from?
No,
Right? They don't come from some special place and out of their backyards. They come to us and they sell it. And normally they buy the shitty stuff that we're about to throw out. So
No.
Oh my God.
That's not how.
That's
That's not
right.
a farmer's market. A farmer's market are people that grow this fruit themselves. These are local farmers from Washington State that all come together and sell their food and their products. That and the artisan markets. In order to get into these markets, you have to grow or local. You have to hand make.
You got to give Todd follow the floor for a minute because
you're taken to a fucking swap meet. Like who said that? It's a swap meet. Patrick said that.
No, they have farmers that have their own stuff. They do.
Hey James.
Yeah.
I apologize for this, but Osada, why don't you just mind your fucking business once in a while? Just let us do our thing.
Oh
You
boy.
guys need to come to Washington State. I'll take you to a real farmer's market.
Yeah, I'll go meet witches and fucking weirdos.
But he never said he wanted to go to a farmer's market.
Yeah, really, you really make Washington State really attractive to us.
But well, it's a shit show right now. But this area that I'm in is a really nice area. But no, Tommy, the whole reason why they went, I believe, is because we were talking about the farmers market. And then
Totally wrong. You're totally wrong.
No, they went to a flea market. Flea
They went
market.
to a flea market. They said they were going to a flea market.
No. But the conversation started because we were talking about the farmers market that I did. Okay, that's how this conversation even got started last week, was because of the farmers market that I was doing. And now they turned it into a fucking. They turned it into the Istanbul Bowl fucking flea market. You know, nobody was talking about a flea market. We're talking about a farmer's market where you buy honey.
Will you get over it?
Nobody wants to go.
Oh my God!
I mean, aren't swap meets open?
Wow.
365 days.
This guy fucking for real right now?
Did you Did you have coffee? You? Holy
No.
I mean,
shit!
I just wish Godfather could follow instructions for once.
He's dead serious. He's dead serious.
Dead
right
serious.
James, take him off the fucking screen, James.
Wow, James, what happened here today?
Taylor, I
great
thought
show.
you were taking notes for your show later.
We came up to compliment, and he just fucking you got a mess over here.
Well, what did you guys buy at the farmer's market that you went to, or the flea market? What did you get?
Tonka truck, shit like that.
Yeah, we didn't buy any. We didn't buy any
That's not why
produce.
you don't go there. You don't go. See, the reason why people go to farmers markets is to support local vendors. Okay, you don't go there to buy a
We
fucking
did. We
33 fucking truck. You go there to buy stuff that people are making right there.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
come
he
on,
won't
guys.
fucking
I don't
stop.
get it.
Can you mute him for a minute, please? Can you just get muted?
My bad. I'll go make another cup of coffee. I'm listening.
Wait! Don't you go anywhere. You're the only one.
I'll mute myself, and I'm just.
Osada, I would
You're
like
the
to
only
throw a
one
bag
talking
over your
about
head
this
and beat
stuff.
you right now.
Beat him to a pulp.
I would. I would just like to just come up from behind,
What
not even
the
just sneak up
fuck
and just
just happened
throw a bag right over
here?
your head and just start pounding on
My
you.
lord.
That's where I'm at right now. One leg and all. I'll do it.
You want to do a? You want to give
I'll limp
Osada
up to
a
him.
blanket party? A blanket party? You know what that
Yes.
is?
Yes.
James, what has happened here?
James hasn't talked in 25 minutes.
He lost all control.
I'd just like to sit back and I'm just resting after my first part of the show.
Talk about hijacking the show. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Look what Delilah said. He's the third showstopper. I think you're right.
Yeah, he is. He is.
You know, you motherfuckers are getting too comfortable with stopping shows. We gotta fix this.
It's good. I don't mind going to the farmer's market and get good, decent produce anyway. At least you know it hasn't been. It shouldn't be tampered with pesticides and stuff like that.
All right. Here we go. You got a buyer. You got a buyer. What's his name? Where is he, Osada? You got a buyer. You got James. Did he leave? He left?
They put the camera on. No, that's Todd Farmer.
Little doggies. That's all.
No, did he leave? Osada?
I
No,
don't
he's
know. Now
still
I can't.
there. He's just gone on mute.
He's making another cup of coffee, the wacko.
Mushroom coffee. Remember, get it right. Mushroom.
Yeah, he's taking a shot of the blue stuff and then he's drinking coffee
Mushroom with mushrooms, made of mushrooms.
and he's in a smoothie for all we know.
Smoothies are good. Don't bust on smoothies now. That's not fair.
Sorry, guys. I
Nothing
had to
wrong with
leave the room to go make some more coffee. I wasn't.
What I tell you?
Got it right
Mushroom
here.
coffee.
I'm on my
Mushroom?
laptop. No,
Mushroom?
I haven't had no mushroom coffee. I haven't had that for months. It's too expensive.
You ready, Coop?
And it doesn't.
What brand? What brand are you drinking?
Mushroom coffee?
No, now. What brand are you drinking now?
Oh, I'm drinking Stumptown because
Who?
my normal coffee.
Who?
Stumptown from Deep Harbor. It's a local company. Remember, I was telling you the other day that you guys. You know, Sweet Tea messaged me about that the other day because I was saying that on the Podfather show, I think. And she said that I think she sent you the coffee, right? Criminal Coffee.
Oh, yeah. That's good shit, man.
Those guys use that money to fight people that are incarcerated.
What did they use it for?
I'm not sure. I can't remember what she said, but I think it's for people that are incarcerated that shouldn't be, or something like that, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
They're funding criminal activities with it.
Hey, James. James.
Hey, yeah.
Can you put me on full screen real quick?
Yeah. Let's see how I'll do that. I'll do that.
We got Swap Meet
6
Louie.
people on the panel.
There we go.
Swap Meet Louie, good show.
Here he is.
Wait, what is it?
Super.
He hates his front paws. Like,
What the fuck? Oh my god.
come on, give me your paws. All right.
Evil Ewok is what that
He
is.
needs to check his blood pressure. He looks redder than me.
All right, you can take me off.
You guys like honey?
He needs to check his blood pressure. He looks better than me.
No, I'm full screen still.
There we go.
Honey. Anybody here do honey?
So that was Cooper, everybody, for all you new listeners.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. I can't even get up. Ah. All right. We're on the house. It's funny because I got to take Cooper in the house so the other one could do his business in peace. So Sonny's still outside here doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Mm-hmm.
So is the other one all right when you?
Yeah, he don't make a noise. He don't make a sound. Nothing. I don't know. I don't know if he's got like a sensitivity to his paws up in the front or what, but he's ever since we got him a puppy, whatever he was, a few months old, he's done it. So just my luck though, because I got weirdo friends, I got weirdo pets, I got everything. Everybody's weird.
Sharing with Shannon and Sweet Tea are going live over at Shannon's at 4 p.m. Eastern time today.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
What'd you say, Todd?
Never mind. So it went over your head.
I wasn't listening. Sorry. I'm still angry about the farmer's market. I just can't fucking believe it. Cannot fucking believe you guys went to a goddamn swap meet. Shit. I'll get over it eventually.
Wow. That's some coffee.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, guess what? We're gonna go next week. We're gonna go next week too.
He's angry. Woo.
That is some coffee he's drinking over there.
I'll look it up for you guys. Even though I'm across the country, I'll figure out where your guys' farmers market's at.
Tommy,
Nobody cares. Nobody asked. No, but they never said they wanted to go to a farmer's market. That's you.
Well, they should if they're going to spend money on a day
I know,
like that,
but you can't make somebody do something.
Yeah, they need to.
We are still helping small business, Osada. Whether it be buying junk or fruit.
Are you still talking about? I'm done.
Did you ever go back?
I ate breakfast. I went and helped my wife pack her car, and he's still talking about this fucking flea market.
He's certifiable, man.
Somebody kill me.
Wow. You are special, you.
I'm
Andrew,
sorry,
did you
guys.
go back?
There's 3 days of hell. I just
What?
needed to wind a little bit.
Did you go back yesterday or today?
No, I didn't go back. No, I didn't have the time.
My Lord.
Tommy, do you get farmers markets in New Jersey where you are?
Yeah, I have a lot of them around me.
Oh, right, okay.
James,
Jersey produce is pretty good. So yeah.
I just
No,
have
just
farmers.
because I'm just thinking built-up areas don't tend to usually have much things like farmers markets.
We have
but
a lot of them. We have a
I
lot
go.
of them. Yes.
I go to just the
Oh.
farms themselves, which are
I'll
where I
be
live.
the judge of that, Tommy. I got to see what they look like first before we call these things.
If I was in Jersey, I would just go to ALV's house. He grows everything anyways.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then if you can't, if I don't have it, the farms around here do. Like every farm has.
How
a
about
stand.
that zucchini you grew? He grew the world's largest zucchini a couple of years ago.
It was pretty big. That thing was pretty big.
It was big.
Come on, Sonny, let's go in the house. My dog's out here eating the grass. He must not feel good.
That's a problem.
That's all Vito was doing yesterday, was eating grass.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
can't
problem,
get him in the
guys.
house.
You know that. Yeah. I want them eating grass. That's not good. That means there's something wrong.
Jersey Silver, Queen White Corn.
I thought grass was good for their digestion. That's why they eat it.
It is good
No,
for
it's
the
because they have
digestion.
digestion problems. They don't feel well.
Well, the
Yeah,
thing
they
is
don't
with
feel
him,
well.
he got a really bad when he was younger, like I don't know, a couple years old. He had a really bad reaction to one of the vaccines, and they don't know which one it was. Where he almost died. Like I was like buying $150 worth of medicine every 2 weeks for this dog, and he pulled through. But ever since then, he hasn't had. They won't. We had to do a thing with the town and everything from the vet that he's no longer getting vaccinations. So.
Wow.
But he's he's fine. He's healthy and he's but every once in a while they eat the grass. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Do this coffee.
What's that noise?
What noise?
I'm working out in the yard, so I'm making.
Yeah, we were gonna go live from there, Mike F, but we decided not to. But next week we are just for Osada. Come on, buddy.
Oh, they're going back next week. So that's not to the farmers market.
Yeah.
So Osada,
nobody's
let me get this
nobody
right.
cares.
Next Sunday morning.
You
What,
want to
James?
do the crew? Is it about supporting local businesses? Is that your
100%. 100%.
That's the drive, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I do it. I do it. No, that's okay. I
These
do it.
meatheads don't get it. They don't
Oh
understand.
my
They don't.
God!
Every
Don't
holiday,
get him
every
going.
holiday that listen to me. Every holiday that passes,
Wow.
you guys support local vendors. No. What do you buy? What do you buy on?
I do.
on
I do
holidays?
local as much as I
Nothing.
possibly
What-
can.
You guys probably go to Walmart and fucking Target to buy shit. You don't go support local.
Well,
You're wrong.
well, okay, yeah.
Wow.
Could I
I go to
block
Walmart
him?
when I have to.
The only way I could block him.
Okay.
So
Show me
let
some
me get
local.
this right, Tommy. You could go
Wait, real
to
quick.
you
show
could
me
go
some
to a
locally
sushi lounge, and not eat sushi. So you
Yeah.
you can still go to a farmer's market and not purchase anything.
I'm in
Yeah.
paradise at the farmer's market.
Show me your locally sourced honey, everybody. Show me
Take
some
that,
locally
Mark
sourced honey you
5.
got in your.
I go to a store here called Fresh Grocer, and they do get some locally grown stuff in their produce department.
Well, that's good.
But when I buy steakums, because I like steakums, when I buy steakums,
Steakums.
Yeah, like all vegetarians buy steak.
Steakums. Like all vegetarian. Yeah, yeah.
Steakums. What the hell is a steakums?
I love pepperoni. Weirdo. Get him off the fucking screen too.
Yeah, little do we all know the local Burger King's got a hamburger called the Steaks. So it's quadruple beef patties.
100% pure beef.
Yeah,
oh my god,
Mr.
No, but
Vegetarian.
Bill Gates has a hamburger on the Burger King menu called the Impossible Burger. That's his hamburger. He talks about it. He heavily invests in that company. So
the Impossible Burger is great.
Yeah, that's Bill Gates' burger.
It tastes
Oh,
is it?
exactly like a regular whatever that is, a Whopper or whatever. It tastes exactly like it.
But not the meat.
I wouldn't
It's
eat
not
that
meat,
shit.
but I don't know
wouldn't
what
eat
it
it.
is.
Not meat.
But it's not meat.
Mystery stuff.
Yeah, yeah. But it tastes exactly the same. You wouldn't know the difference.
Exactly. That's why I eat it instead of meat.
Man, I think I'm gonna have a bad day today because of this. I can't believe you guys fucking
Tony, can you please pass that blunt? I think I need it after this show.
Oh my god, I can't.
Oh, I'm sweating over here. This is good.
Yeah, I think
Where is he?
Osana needs to go back to
Tony,
get
pass it.
James, you got a
Osana
great
needs to
show.
light up the
James.
weed.
This is awesome.
Light up the weed a little bit.
That's all. Light it up. Let's get annihilated. Stony, come on.
James, you got a good show. This is awesome stuff.
No, I've enjoyed it. As I say, it's just as it's a bank holiday, I can come on at this time. Generally, I wouldn't be able to. So I thought I'd take advantage of it and try something a little bit different.
It's all about having fun.
Yep.
We're here for a good time, not a long time. We're not changing the world over here. We're just existing in it, having a good time in it.
Oh, Delilah, don't feel sorry for him.
For who?
The Strawberry King.
Oh, she gets it.
Yeah.
She knows. She knows.
I know.
It's just like when I asked LV and Tommy to give me suggestions for cheesecake flavors. That's never gonna happen again. I get regular and pumpkin.
You asked a fucking question. I eat regular cream cheese cheesecake. What more do you want?
April, and I get pumpkin as a flavor and regular.
No.
Yes.
Regular, yeah. I said regular.
Good
I said regular.
I was
Tommy,
so
my guest is pulling you apart down here.
And they didn't know what regular was.
Regular. I don't know what regular is.
Yeah.
Regular cheesecake makes you go to the bathroom at the same time every day.
100% Joe Town.
Look out. Could you imagine if someone from StreamYard was watching this show today?
No,
They
they're
would
not
think
watching
we were
me, that's for
absolutely
sure. They don't
nuts,
like me.
James.
So there won't be anywhere where I am.
They hate you. You're blocked.
They won't
They
be where
fucking
I am.
blocked you over there.
Gianni, good to see you.
They want to revoke my.
Catalano is here.
They want to revoke my membership. They
I'm just
banned
curious,
me.
what type of seed would a farmer need to use to grow a Tonka truck? Like, what type of seed is that? Does that come in a box, or how does that work? Can farmers grow Tonka trucks? How does that? I don't. You know what I mean? Like, never mind.
Now I'm really confused.
I'm done.
He's still on the farmers market. He's still on the lack of support for the local farmer.
Yeah, he's
Grow
still
a
there.
Tonga truck? What?
Well, they're saying that the flea market is the same as a farmer's market. Okay, well, how do you grow a Tonka truck?
James, throw me off
There
this
is a
show.
section.
James.
There's a section of the flea market that has farmers there. Does that help you? Does that help you?
Well, okay, I get that. You know, I can see that, but so that would be like the farmers market section of the flea market, I guess.
Exactly. That's correct.
Oh, look at Cheech. Cheech is going crazy with the emojis.
I can't see anything, so it's just here. I was
Gianni.
fucking crippled this morning. I felt like Todd Father looks. Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
I was shot too. Felt like I got hit by a semi truck when I woke up.
When we do these things at an older age, man, it's very interesting what the effects are.
Oh yeah.
Fucking crazy.
All right, guys. Have a great day. I'm gonna drop.
All right.
Have a
But
good
you got to
day.
be active.
I got to get going too, guys. Let me get out of here. I'll talk to you later. Love you. I'll see you later.
Thank you for coming.
Great show, James.
All right.
Awesome. Good job.
Be good.
Now, James, can I hang on for 1 minute to ask you?
Yeah, go
on. Are you recording in the back of StreamYard right now?
No. This goes straight to YouTube. That's it.
And you can't go into your library? You don't have a StreamYard library? Are you sure?
Because I'm on the peasant version, the free version.
Peasant.
So
All right,
I
got you.
can't.
All right.
Yeah.
No problem. So it lets you stream as much as you want, but it only records 20 hours. Is that correct?
No, you get 20 hours, but it doesn't allow you to record.
Okay. So you can't go live after the 20 hours are gone?
No, you can't. You have to wait for the reset.
You get cut off.
Okay. Oh, that happens to you, Todd? Same shit.
Well,
I just made iced coffee.
yeah, the good thing is pain like pain. Here we go.
Okay.
Gee, you've turned this poor show into pensioners' corner.
Destroyed it. We destroyed this.
Yeah.
Beautiful show.
Yeah.
I
I got to get
apologize,
going
James.
too, guys. It was good chatting with y'all.
All right. Have a
Alrighty.
good day at the
Great day.
farmer's market.
No worries. Thank you, Asada.
Yeah. Yeah. Have a good one.
Awesome. Great show.
All right, James. Thanks
All
for
right,
having me
James.
up. It was a
Yeah,
good
we're
way
out.
to start my morning.
Thank
Good
you
time.
for
Great
listening.
conversation. Awesome panel. Talk to you guys later.
Thank
All right,
you.
we'll see you guys.
Good stuff. Thank you. Thank you to all the guys that were on the panel. And most importantly as well, thank you to everyone that was in the chat. I really appreciate you all coming along. Good stuff. And to everyone that was out there. So, as I say, we've got 4 o'clock Eastern time. Go over to sharing with Shannon. Sweet Tea will be with Shannon. And then we've got Tinu hopefully on at 2:30, which he'll be up first. So, yeah, thank you. Joe Town, thank you. Payne, Cheech, Joe Delamora, Mike F, Stony Tony, Gianni. Yep, they're all still there. Angelique, good stuff. Patrick, yeah, excellent. And Dave T. Here we go. Keep going. Crumel. Yeah, Joe Delamora, Magic of Healing, Jimena, thank you. Keep going. So I want to make sure and get as many of you shout. Donna's doing it. Sweet Tea. Magooch Management, thank you. Who else? Nearly there. I think I've got most of Marta Fowler, thank you. Here we go. Paulie Donuts. Excellent. Good stuff. Right, everyone. Bambi, thank you. Adam Cravoisier and the Nutter Channel and John and Kendra. Good stuff. Have a great day, everyone. Delilah, the most important one as well. Thank you.